Hey everybody, welcome to Second Take. It's Trent. Alex is not with us this week. We're here for week one of our week one predictions. The Packers and the Seahawks. Obviously the Seahawks came out with a win. This is after Thursday Night Football, by the way. So we both picked the Seahawks just out of default because we know that they won. We're not really going to count that one because it is after the game. But Pats and Dolphins, Patriots, I'm picking the Patriots. Alex is also picking the Patriots because of Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski. We know that Rob Gronkowski is going to get limited snaps this game. He won't be in the game forever. But I think the Patriots will pull it out against Miami. Oakland and New York. You got, I'm picking the Jets. Alex is picking the Jets. Gino, I think, will have a decent game. He won't play horrible. That new Derek Carr playing for the Raiders. I'm not sure about that. That's a tough pick for me. I can't go with the Raiders just yet, even though they don't have Maurice Jones-Drew. I mean, that is a big pickup for them. And their run game should do well, but the Jets defense I think could be pretty good. Saints and Falcons. I'm going with the New Orleans Saints also with Alex, and he's going with the New Orleans Saints. Vikings and Rams. I'm going with the Vikings. Alex is going with the Rams. So my point about the Rams is you did cut Michael Sam, which did help or not help. It hurt your defense, in my opinion. I think Michael Sam could do really well for this team. Vikings, obviously, they do have Adrian Peterson. They do have a decent wide receiving crew. Not great, but it's decent. They don't have a quarterback, I know. But neither do the Rams. The Rams don't have Sam Bradford, which is not great. The Rams' defense is not. I don't even know how to explain that. That's just not good. So, and it is. So I'm going with the Vikings to win this game, and that's me. The Bills and the Bears. We both picked the Bears to win easily. Jay Cutler. I mean, you have people talking about him being MVP. I'm not sure about that. That could be very, very tough for him. But you do have Brandon Marshall now, Sean Jeffrey. So I think that could be a pretty big game for them, and I think the Bears win that game easily. Redskins Titans. We all know I'm a Redskins fan now. We all know. I'm not picking them to win this game. I'm picking the Texans to win. I did not see RG3 week one or any of the preseason. The RG3 that we saw in 2012. I didn't, and I'm very disappointed, and I'm angry, and I'm sad for him because I think his career has now been sabotaged by one man named Mike Shanahan, and his mouth definitely did some, but Mike Shanahan at the end of last year really sabotaged this kid. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. You do not sabotage your quarterback. That I don't care. That is as low as it gets. And I'm very angry at what Mike Shanahan did. And I think Jadeveon Clowney and J.J. Watt get to this quarterback and this poor kid at least 4 times today. And I think the Redskins are stopped, and it's going to be a low-scoring game. It's going to be something like 17-14, but the Redskins are going to be on the 14 side of that ball. Jaguars and Eagles, Nick Foles. Obviously, we know it's 27-2, like 27 touchdowns, 27, something crazy like that last year. We will not see that Nick Foles this year, even though we're both picking the Eagles to win this game, because they are the Eagles, and we're also talking about they are the Jaguars. So, I mean, this has been the story for the Jacksonville Jaguars, just picking them to lose every week. Bengals and Ravens. Whew, this is another one. Bengals, Alex picked. I'm picking the Ravens. I don't trust the Bengals offense right now. I don't see them as a big threat to the Ravens defense. The Ravens defense is decent. It's good, in my opinion. And I think Joe Flacco being Joe Flacco, if he's Joe Flacco, we all know this brother can make something do. This brother can do something. The Bengals, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he could do that. Browns and Steelers, we both picked Big Ben Roethlisberger. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, even though Le'Veon Bell and LeGarrette Blount caused this team a big distraction going into week one with the weed and the pot and all that going on in the car, being pulled over and arrested. I think Pittsburgh comes out in week one. Titans and Chiefs. Andy Reid. Obviously, we know he's a good coach. I think we're both picking them to win this game. This game should be pretty easy, won by the Chiefs. And we got Alex Smith, we got Jamal Charles, we got that Chiefs defense, which is big time. And I think this team should come out big time. Panthers and Buccaneers. Woo. Last year I would not have made this pick, but Alex and I are both picking the Buccaneers. Cam Newton obviously is not Cam Newton without the wide receiving crew that he had last year. He doesn't have that this year. The running game is not great. If anything is going to launch the Panthers into winning this game, it is that Panthers defense. It is not going to be Cam Newton. It is not going to be the Panthers offense. It'll be that defense leading this team to that victory if the Panthers do win, and I don't know if they can hold the Buccaneers to that. The 49ers and the Cowboys, with how many problems the 49ers have, I was this close to picking the Dallas Cowboys. This close. But I'm not gonna, because I think the 49ers are going to be able to put up 50 on the Dallas Cowboys, even though that's not my pick. I'm probably going to go more 49-45 is going to be the score, because the 49ers defense is not good. It's not great right now. Obviously, all the distractions and all the stuff going on with them, the 49ers are not going to be great against the Dallas Cowboys, and Romo will put up 45 on this team. But the 49ers will put up 49 at least on Dallas. The Colts and the Broncos. I'm going with Denver. I'm going with Denver to win this game. Big time. I think this should be a big game. Alex picked Denver also. So we should be rolling with Denver, and I think Peyton Manning will be... He's coming back with a vengeance to win a Super Bowl after the Super Bowl he had. I think the Denver Broncos need to win this game big time. So now we got to the 2 Monday night games. Now I'm going to save the Giants one for the last one and go with the Chargers and Cardinals. I'm going to go with the Chargers, as is Alex. Obviously the Cardinals, we know they have their little bit of problems on offense. Their defense is good with Patrick Peterson, but I'm not sure that they'll be able to hold the Chargers and Philip Rivers and that crew to under 30 points. I mean, I think the Chargers should win that game. Now, we get to the Giants and the Lions. Now, I would like to ask Alex, straight up, with this pick, I'm seriously thinking if he's favoring the Giants. Like, is his heart getting into the way of his opinion? Because I don't see the Giants winning this game. After I watched Eli Manning in the preseason and how awful he looks, how clueless he looks with Phil McAdoo's or whatever his name is, new West Coast offense, Eli Manning looks completely lost. He does. I don't see this kid or this guy throwing less interceptions than touchdowns this year. I don't see it. I see this team being a 6-10 team written all over it. And it's going to prove me right here, because the Lions are my pick to win the 5th seed in the playoffs. They are a wild card team, and it starts right here in week 1 to get the confidence back in Detroit. They don't have Schwartz there anymore. They have Calvin Johnson. They have Matthew Stafford. They have Reggie Bush. They have Pettigrew's coming back. I mean, this is a big crew for this Lions team to go into Detroit on week 1 and defeat the New York Giants, because this is a weakened New York Giants team. I don't care what anybody says. You got DRC. You're going to talk to me about DRC, and you're going to be bragging to me about how you got Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, and that's going to all of a sudden help your defense. Your defense is going to be average, but your offense is not going to be good. Eli Manning is going to throw more interceptions than touchdowns. He's going to lead the league in interceptions again, is my opinion. I am so sick and tired of people coming up to me and bragging about the New York Giants, because it annoys me, because the Giants have not made the playoffs in, 3 of the last 4 years, and the year that they did, they won the Super Bowl. I mean, I think it's time that we recognize that the New York Giants have not made the playoffs in 3 of the last 4 years. That is a big point that people ignore, because they won the Super Bowl the year that they did make the playoffs. If they didn't win that Super Bowl, we'd be talking about that point right now. But Eli Manning, he's a great quarterback, but he will not have a good season this year because he looks completely clueless under Phil McAdoo's offense. So that is Second Take Week 1. Thank you guys very much for joining us, and I hope you guys have a good one.